Welcome back, everybody, to Vodafone Play Talks. This time, we are welcoming you with a little bit of a switch again. You're used to this, of course. We are going to take you from art towards a more analytical side of things. And thankfully, I have as a guest next to me, Olena. Olena, how are you? And tell us about esports charts.
Well, I'm fine. Thank you so much. And yes, my name is Olena, and I'm Sales and Partnership Manager of Esports Charts and Stream Charts. And we are the biggest viewership analytical platform worldwide. And today we'll talk about how streaming influences the esports and how the esports industry can make use of it. In this exercise, we are taking a look into European example. Well, this is quite interesting example because we're here today in Romania, and it's quite relevant. And at the same time, this exercise is quite exciting in terms of variety. Except the league domination, as you can see here, we have the several different titles, so the picture is quite diverse. So please remember about that Europe has 24 official languages, and this leads us to idea that esports audience in Europe are big, diverse, and have quite a big potential. So the main question is how to find the best way to communicate with them. Access to relevant and reliable information is the foundation for timely and proper decisions, and we collect billions of numbers of raw data for almost every stream every day. We know who is watched and who is watching, what they are talking about, what's on the screen, and more. This is proper and not only artificial intelligence, because we have our analytical team that gives a deep understanding and suggests some effective solutions. And all this leads our clients to knowledge and well-deserved success. And today we'll talk about some interesting intelligent points and some potential actions about it. And without no doubt, I can say that we are the world trusted source of the viewership data with thousands of esports clients and hundreds of non-endemic brands. And I really hope that you know who we are and you use our data eventually or constantly. And if you're talking about, if you go back to the previous slide, we can see that the participants of esports ecosystem are still moving quite slowly when it comes to collaboration with streamers. At the same time, publishers just recently started to they just recently allowed streamers to cut their events on their own channels. The esports teams allow it to have the official gamecast on their channels, and probably all relevant esport influencers have been invited to the esport studios, but at the same time they're still being denied to have a live feed of the stream on their own channels. However, this is not a secret anymore that esports need to establish its link towards crazy influential market size, especially when it comes to non-endemic communities. Both esports and streaming are growing. However, look at these two scale. On the right side, we have English language with this unimaginable 11 billions of hours watched on Twitch only in 2021. Again, it's an enormous number, but the result is not surprising because English is a worldwide language. It includes both Europe, USA, and Asia. However, on the left side, you see French language, and the French is mostly for one France, and we have 1 billion. And interesting that these results was achieved in just 1 year with a growth around 80%. So I believe the question is why? Why and how? The green color on the next slide shows the state of League Française, the League of Legends, in 2020. So you see some stable 20,000 peak viewers. At the same time, Kameto, the most popular influencer on Twitch, according to stream charts, of course, he founded his own esport organization called Carmine Corp, featuring the League of Legends roster, which started to play LFL and when in spring 2021. And this result in, if we come back to the previous slide, we see that it result in 10 times peak viewers comparing to the previous time period. And the official broadcasts, they just went crazy, plus the permission to stream the Carmine Corp matches on the personal Kameto channels. This also gives the league an additional 15% of hours watch boost. So this is for just with one streamer and one team. And thanks to enormous contribution of Kameto and his community, regarding our next slide, the Carmine Corp performance helped a lot to LFL, and now the league is steadily growing. And the powerhouse has gained popularity on its own. Finally, English language have been introduced to the broadcast, and now this France Tier 2 League of Legends league became international and quite competitive in cumulative viewership numbers. Same as Kameto case, we have Ibai, probably like one of the biggest name on the Spanish streaming market, and he founded the esports team called Koi with the football player Gerard Piqué. However, we all know Gerard Piqué because he's Shakira's ex-husband. Yes, and this probably not surprising decision after the French use case, yes, and how the creation of the Koi affected the Spanish Superliga. More than double of average viewers. 40% of all hours watched for the whole Spanish Superliga was only on one channel. And guess what is the channel? This is what an Ibai channel, because he also streamed Koi's matches. And this unlocked a few records for the league. Peak viewers have been broken with just the first Koi's match. Now the half of participating teams have more viewers than the leader of the previous year. And of course, it's affected the social medias as well. And in Koi's example, their Twitter gained almost 500,000 followers in just 3 months.
Yeah, X as we call it, right?
Yeah. So just crazy road for the Koi. Another interesting comparison. Here in green color, we see the official Spanish esport events. And in the gray one, we see streamers events. It's already 5 against 5. It's quite a close rivalry, isn't it? And if we see the same chart, but with Ibai contribution, yes. Don't you agree with me that without Koi and without Ibai streams, the situation in Spanish esport market would be quite different?
So you would agree when I say that esports is bringing numbers overall to individual streamers?
Yes. We collect the data from all big streaming platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and we basically know everything about everyone who creating live streaming content.
That's actually awesome. I'm looking forward to more of it.
Okay, yes, let's dive into it. Masters, the final between European Tier 2 leagues that contain both LFL and Superliga. Out of almost 400,000 viewers in spring 2021, 300,000 viewers was on the French channel only because Carmine Corp played in the final. The interesting fact, during this tournament, there were no community casting allowed, so all matches were streamed only on esports studio channels or organizer channels. However, this newborn hype around these streamers esports organization affected on the official broadcasts as well. On the popular disciplines, there are just a bit of community casting in Valorant series, like we see in this case. The fact is still here, but it's a way smaller comparing to, for example, Ibai case, just because there are not so much popular streamers. And actually the same situation we have with CSGO as well. Another case, PUBG Mobile Global Championship. This again really interesting use case when it comes to collaboration with streamers, because mobile publishers are already are heavy on using influencers to promote their events, including other disciplines like Mobile Legends or Free Fire. And sometimes more than 100 influencers can be attracted into the spotlight of the event. And if you're talking about countries, example, India Esports has started with influencers. All organizers try to invite streamers to promote their events. Some streamers also create esport organizations. Like, for example, we have Mortal, who created Team Soul, and this team plays mostly mobile gaming. And tournaments with streamers usually have around 100,000 viewers, and at the same time the official organizers channels are usually stuck around just a couple of thousand. So again, effect of the streamers is really big. And as you can see, the mobile esports is races to the top. The PUBG and Mobile Legends right now are one of the most popular esport disciplines worldwide. Those games have some powerful creators as well, as we can see here. And this is not surprising, because the mobile games are more accessible. The mobile games are easier to play. You don't need, like, an expensive PC or something like this, and easier to watch and stream as well. As you can see, the mobile games distribution is already taking the lead on YouTube, on Facebook, on BiggerLeaf, and other platforms that are popular in APAC region. So right now, the mobile esport is in combination with streamer promotion, it can be a great way to create a powerful esport community. And finally, some short examples of how important to collaborate with streamer for casting the events. And in this case, we have PGL and Poland. And as you can see, the official PGL Polish channel Esport Now has much less viewers comparing to Isaac, as popular CSGO player in the past and the streamer right now. And the same situation we see with Gaulesh. And if you see on this percentage, probably you would agree with me that without Gaulesh, the PGL viewership results would be a little different. Yeah.
I can definitely see that. Those are some big numbers.
Yes, yes, and this is only one person.
Yeah.
One person and his community and his impact. And some of those examples which you just saw lead us to idea of pushing esports towards better results in already developed countries. But the question is how to start esport in new region. This might lead to a proper amount of resources and maybe some marketing inventory. However, if you power it up with large and scalable betting feed, and right now you will have an enormous market of opportunities. Currently, all the local broadcasts of new esport regions, they are just tiny. This leads to unavailability of finding fundings for sponsors. The same situation with esports studios, because they need an investment to organize some big and cool events, and they also lack arguments. Yes, and as a result, Tier 3 thing is just absent. Teams are constantly mixing up with no stability and thus actual sustainable value. However, all these problems could be fixed with influencers and with streamers. For example, as you can see here, some advice from us: create influencer team in the region, develop a community casting, organize some local matches or tournaments among influencers, and use it as a great use case for brands to enter esports and sponsor it. So try to involve streamers and their fans as much as possible, and this would help you to create a strong esport community that eventually brings for you investments, sponsorships, and success eventually. And of course, stream charts and esport charts, we can help you with that, because we know everything about every streaming channel, and we can help you to find a way how to create a strong community, find your viewers, and create, like, I don't know, as effective strategy as possible. Yes, and all this you can find with us, with our analytical instrument. And of course, we have consulting opportunities. So yes, guys, thank you so much for your attention today. And in case you have some questions, I'm here and I'm ready to help.
Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. So let's talk as you've said that. I just have one question for you. Is it safe to say that influencers are the main driver towards viewership in grand events?
Yes, you can say that, because esports right now is just impossible without streaming. Even here right now, we have a big tournament. However, everything is also happening online. So without streamers and without their audience, the success of the esport event probably just impossible.
Right. I understand with that. Now, I'm going to end with just one fun question for you.
Okay.
If you're going to be here for the rest of the event or for the next couple of days, what would be entertaining for you to attend to? What excites you from the event that you're going to see? Is it Armin van Buren that is going to come at the end of the week? Oh, yes.
But I won't be here, unfortunately, in the end of the week.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. What are you looking towards at the event, or what are you expecting for the people at home to enjoy at least?
Well, actually, here I want to feel the audience. I want to feel the event itself. So my plan for today and tomorrow is to drive around, see different scenes, look at different teams. I already saw Ukraine today, so it's quite amazing. So I just want to dive into the event and feel the taste of it.
Well, thank you so much, Olena. This has been amazing, and thank you for the information that you have been bringing to our audience. Yes, of course, you can follow Olena in Esports Charts in the coming days. As you are used to, thank you so much for the people back home. I have been Santa. This is us for today. See you tomorrow, and have a lovely evening. Enjoy the World Esports Championship 2023.